Model railroad operations don't have to be overly complex to be a ton of fun. I'm going to show you a simple and fun way to do operations that can get you switching right away without a ton of knowledge.
This video is brought to you by Model Railroad Academy. Model Railroad Academy is your online resource for model railroad instructions, ideas, and information, with loads of tutorials and articles for model railroaders of every skill level. I've recently been going through their catalog and watching some of their older videos, including this one from Don Kassler and the M&K division of the B&O. It's been really cool to watch and see all the old techniques he used. Plus, you can find tutorials on everything from bench work to electronics to scenery, all sorts of things there. The first 1,000 people to sign up at the link in the description below will get a full year of premium membership to Model Railroad Academy for $1.49. Offer is valid for new members only.
I'm breaking out my HO scale layout to show you this. However, this is completely adaptable to any layout at any scale. This is what I call the train game. It doesn't worry about car types or ultra realism. It's just about getting a car from its start point to its destination. On my HO scale layout, there are 9 total locations that a car can be. 3 spots at the industry, 3 spots at the siding, and 3 spots on a train. The cars on a train are numbered 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6 for the industry cars, and then 7, 8, 9 for the siding cars. I write all of this down on a notepad. To figure out where cars need to go, I use a random number generator simply by Googling it and set it to between 1 and 9. The starting points for the cars are also the destination locations, so the destination spot 1, 2, 3 are on the train, destination spots 4, 5, and 6 are at the industry, and destinations 7, 8, 9 are at the siding. So I start generating random numbers. The first number represents the spot where the first car will go. The second number represents the spot where the second car will go. I keep doing this until all of the spots are filled. If a number repeats, I just keep generating until I get a number that hasn't been assigned yet. Now for this setup, I actually mixed it up a bit and only put 2 cars on the siding. Here is where everything needs to go. There are loads of fun little rules that you can add to make some more challenging operations, and I'm going to go over all of those at the end. Now let's begin our game. The train sets off. Once we get to our switching location, we need to drop off the caboose. We're going to connect our train to the 2 cars on the siding. Our locomotive then detaches and reattaches to the caboose to take it around while it is switching. Assess where everything needs to go. First, we're going to remove the cars from the industry that need to be moved. We then reverse to the other side of the siding. Now we can couple to the back end of our cars on the siding and do a shove. And we can begin shoving cars into the siding that need to go there. We also end up doing a bit of sorting of the cars here. Once that is done, we can pull the cars back to the siding. Then we'll need to run around and sort out which cars are going on the train and which ones are going on the siding. Once we have our train built and the siding cars placed, all we have to do is reposition the caboose and we will be good to go. This is a great starting point and a good way to see if you like model railroad switching and operations. There's also some fun little rules that you can add in that will make it more challenging. For instance, I had 2 rules while I was using this that I didn't even tell you about. One was that I couldn't leave a car on the mainline loop for more than 5 minutes without moving it. This is why I pulled the caboose with me. The second was that I couldn't use the loop of track as a runaround, forcing me to only use the siding. There are loads of other rules you can use. One could be requiring the bell to be on when running a train near people. One could be using proper horn blasts for the engine, 2 for starting forward, 3 for reversing, and 1 for stopped.
And then 2 long, 1 short, and 1 long for crossings.
You can also do things like speed limits, cars per siding, adding to the run of the train by requiring a certain number of laps of the loop between the siding and industries, for example. There are tons of fun rules that you can add to the challenge. And this is where the rabbit hole begins. Once you begin adding rules for fun, you start looking up what real-world railroads have for rules. And suddenly, you're stopping the train for 5 minutes, wait for another train to pass, or your crew is getting a break required by their union. If you're looking for inspiration on rules for your railroad, look for the tables selling older books at model train shows. You can find manuals, and these are treasure troves for fun things to add to your switching. Now, I hope this video has shown you how fun model railroad switching operations can be. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, and happy railroading.